And here we are marching in to battle. This is Ellington, and we are back on Total War Attila with the mod 1212 AD. And we have got ourselves a 4v4, excuse me, not a 3v3, a 4v4. And this one was sent in by Atilla, and this is an all in-house fight here. And it's going to be cool because on one side we have a bunch of Sultanate factions, and on the other side we have a bunch of Christian factions. So real quick, let's get into some of the players. I don't remember all of which is which. I know that the yellow one is Tidiron because he's the one who sent it in. But then, so Tidiron is commanding the Ayyubid Sultanate. Then we have Derry as the Seljuk Sultanate. That's Dairy Farmer, by the way. We've also got Grey Wolf as the Gurid Sultanate. And finally, Mexi as the Mamluk Sultanate. Now for the defenders, we have got Mr. Bubbles as Antioch. We've got Dave the Vassal as Genoa. We've got Royal Athenian as the Latin Empire. And we have Dio as the Kingdom of Navarre. So, what's cool about this one, the way they played this, is that they are going to capture the Caracciolo standard. That is the goal of the match, is to capture this right here. And so we're going to see what happens. So you can see already some archer fire coming in. Let's see, that's the Archieri Previsinati. And I know I probably butchered that, and I just noticed that there are stakes down. What? Where did the stakes come from? Oh, and they had traps, too! What? Where the hell did the traps come from? And there's... what? And there's caltrops over here, more caltrops. Hopefully the attackers notice these things and get rid of them. They can't really get rid of the traps, but they can get rid of the stakes, and they can get rid of the caltrops. Now over here, you can see we've got a couple different units here. Mushat al-Haka. I don't know if I probably said that wrong. I'm just going to be honest with you. Taking on some Pavi Spears. Kind of a nice little formation here by the Pavi Spears, leaving the backs open to the archers here. We got some more units here, some more spears, Pavi Spearmen, and Targanieri de Ventura. I believe this is Genoa, by the way. Pavi Spears, I think this is Antioch. So I think that's Mr. Bubbles. Spanish Orderfoot Knights, that's Navarre. And then this is the Latin Empire, I remember them. I'm really bad at the Sultanate flags. I think this is the Gurid Sultanate. Once again, this is the Abayids. Then you've got... where the hell is everybody else? I'm so bad at the Sultanate flags. Honestly, with Attila, it's really hard because there are like 57 factions or something like that. It's stupid, crazy how many factions are in this game or in this mod. So it can be really hard to keep track of it, you know what I mean? I did see, so we did cut a little bit off the beginning of this because it was all just kind of sieging down the walls. That's all it was. They did bring cannon elephants. They've actually lost a couple elephants already. 24 elephants. They only have 20. Or at least 24 in the unit. I think there's only 12 actual elephants. So the first couple units here that have come in from the attackers have kind of gotten cleaned up pretty easy. But I mean, they were pretty low tier units, medium tier. And I think he just got out of range of losing a ton of units to that breaking. Good flank here. So he's got the unit locked down with one Pavi spear, taking the other Pavi spear around the unit and hitting him from behind. Nicely done. It's a cool. I love the different look of like the helmets and the armor compared to the Western factions and their helmets and armor. Now I think the other Pavis is gonna reform to deal with the next upcoming unit, which is the same unit as what they've dealt with already. So nothing too crazy. And he's gonna do the same thing, I think, which is set up with his kind of formation set up in a way that's gonna draw their backs to the archers here. Or where'd the archers go? The archers might have gotten pushed off because of the medium bows here. He does still have one here that I think is shooting over at these guys. Now over here we've got 2 spear units. This is Genoa again, and then one of the Sultanate units here. Like I said, I can't remember what the flag is on this guy. Let me think. That might be the Seljuks, maybe? It's either Seljuks or it's the Gurids. I don't think it's the Mamluks. I think the Mamluks are these guys. Or nope, where'd it go? That guy right there. So they've kind of got him in a bit of an awkward spot here where they're having to attack here and attack here. I hate that you can't use markers on Attila replays. There's a trick to make it work on Rome, but that same trick does not work on Attila. And when you do it, it causes your game to crash all the time. So it sucks, and I have yet to find a way to make it work. I don't think I could think of anybody else who's made it work. It sucks because I like using that to make directional marks, and although sometimes I think I might do it too much, so maybe it's not a bad idea that I don't have it. You know what I mean? Pavi Spear, 42 kills, doing pretty well there. What's this one at? 54. Spears typically are a bit better than swords in this game, but he is getting shot pretty hard in the back by Afghan archers. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have anything that he could do about it. He had some crossbows up here, but I'm assuming they got chased off by the archer. I guess, like, if he wanted to, he could maybe threaten out of the back gate, but it would take a really long time, and they've got a general right here sitting, so he probably wouldn't get to him. Might make him run away, though. So far, this side going pretty well. The one Pavi Spears is unfortunately broken now. So he's down to 2 here, and then he's got well, this is Genoa has another one sitting here. Here's some more spears that I think he's moving over. The standard sitting. Now, the nice thing about the standard is it does have some abilities that it gives and some buffs that it gives your units. But it typically doesn't do much of anything else other than that. So it's, I think, just kind of a funny thing, or a fun thing they were... And I see elephants. Already I see elephants. Is he just setting up? Oh, he's just setting up to fire. That's all he's doing. He's going to use his cannons. Oh, man. It only has 3 kills, so nothing too crazy as of yet. They do have some fire arrows coming in on the elephants, but I've noticed that in Attila, it takes quite a bit more to make the elephants go berserk. They don't go berserk super easily. In Rome, they typically do. Trebs firing. So what do we got? 1, 2... 2 Trebs, looks like. Yeah, looks like 2 trebuchets. Trebs at 4 kills and 25 kills. All right. The archers ended up moving back over this direction. Interesting considering they had such a good angle over here. I'm surprised that they left that. And there's nothing over here that forced them to leave. There's no archers or anything. Oh my god. Get to see those spears just get lit up. Honestly, I'm surprised he only got 5 kills out of that. And they're still going for it. Let's see if we can get another look-see here. Come on. Give it to us. There it is. Oh, man. Oh, and that other one rebounded right into the unit, too. And you can see it's starting to cause some burning. As of right now, no true settlement damage has been done yet. What tends to cause that for the most part is capturing points like this right here. But artillery can cause damage to the settlement as well. So, damage to the settlement will cause morale effects, melee defense debuffs, and melee attack debuffs. So the archers moved back over and started getting shots off again. And then we have some more archers move inside of the settlement. But there's not... Okay, there is an archer here. So it looks like he's probably going to be trying to get some shots into the spear unit over here. I love that. Who gave that man permission to die? His contract's not up yet. Bah! It's funny, kind of like in the Roman legions, where I think it was you had to serve 22 years in the Roman legions to gain your citizenry or something like that. It was basically your retirement. You could, serve 22 years and then retire. It's like, man, could you imagine making 18 and then being sent somewhere like Germania or something like that? It was cool, though, because if I remember correctly, when you retired, you were given, like, a farm. You were literally given, like, a plot of land. Like, hey, here's your plot of land, now go farm. And so, those poor legionaries who spent 22 years of their lives, out on the frontiers of Rome, get it, go plow the fields now. An interesting concept, at least. Spear militia over here. Just getting tore up, it looks like. Only 17 kills. Oh, there's artillery coming in. I think that's the Treb right here. 42 kills. And then what's the other one at now? 41. So they're pretty evenly matched between those two Trebs. I wonder if they're having a competition now. We're at 42. Well, we're right behind you at 41. It's kind of like the Gimli Legolas thing. Legolas, 2 already. Good, I'm on 17. Gosh, this is one of my favorite parts. Now, we do have a lot of... like I said, this is an in-house battle, but we also have a lot of multiple Patreon members in this one. So we've got, I think, what do we got? We got Derry, Grey Wolf, Bubbles, and Scotty are all Patreon members slash YouTube members. So remember, if you guys want to get joined in on these battles and have like higher priority of replays being done, and also get early access to videos, make sure to go join either the Patreon page, which is linked in the description, or hit that join button right there. Pretty easy. It gets you a role in the Discord that, you know, kind of gives you kind of a fancier name. You're higher up on the list, and access to a couple new channels in the Discord. So it's pretty good stuff. Last year we had our first ever kind of all members meetup. It was a lot of fun. A bunch of the guys came out here to Omaha, and we all got together for a good like 5-6 days or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in just getting a bit more priority on replays, and then getting, you know, early access and stuff, make sure to get in there. Oh man, these archers are just ripping it up. You also got the handgunners up here from the attackers. What are they actually shooting at, though? Okay, so it looks like they're shooting down here to the Pavi spears. I wonder if they're actually getting much, because the unit is so drawn out. I don't think a lot of these guys are actually firing. I think it's mostly just this group here. Let's see, 70. They are taking losses. Yeah, man, they are at 65 kills, so it does look like they're getting some use there. They're actually now changed targets to the archers back here. So we've got archers here that are focusing defender units here, and then the handgunners on the wall, which are well protected, because at this point the attacker or the defenders can't really go do anything about it. If they wanted to, they would have to come all the way over here, get on the wall, and walk back and kill the handgunners. And by that point, the handgunners could just get off the wall. But because the gate towers are destroyed, which I have said before is the stupidest mechanic in Total War, the handgunners are up there, and there's nothing they can do about it. They can get some archers maybe, and they could put some archers on that, but honestly, I don't know that it... So Bubbles here seems pretty well, you know, he is committed to defending this area. He is refusing to fall back, and I admire it. Over here, the two spears still holding out pretty well. Same thing on this side. It looks like the defenders went extremely heavy on the spears. We got some swords, we got some shock infantry back this way, but got some shock infantry up here. Dismounted Hospitaller Knights. Oh, these are Antiochian Knights? Antiochian Knights? I don't know how you want to say that. And then the Hospitallers back here. Hospitallers, one of the main orders of the Crusade Age. It's actually an order that, if I remember correctly, is still around today. You know, obviously back in the Crusader times, you had your Hospitallers, you had your Templars, you had the, oh my gosh, what are the green ones? The Order of Saint... Oh man, it's sitting right on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure one of you guys will tell me in the comment section. But they had a green cross. So the Templars had the red cross on the white field. The Hospitallers had the white cross on a black field. And then there was another that had the green cross on a white field. And it was the Order of Saint... Oh man, that's gonna annoy. And obviously there were many other orders, but those were really the big ones. Actually have some cav over here, Spanish Order Knights. Looks like these are a... Okay, so this is a high or a late period. High period. Late period is gold. You see the little 2 there, that silver 2? Yeah. The late period, it's like a gold 3. Right there you go. See the gold 3 there on the... So one of the units fell back, and it looks like the other one's going to try and get out as well. Over here, it looks like they have had to give up some room. It looks like there's a breakage, so he has had to give up some space here. So as you can see, the defender is falling back down this street, and then over here, they really just got to hold the hill. It's a pretty easy hill to hold. Are these archers out of ammo? No, they don't. Okay. I thought they didn't have their bows out. I was about to say, seriously? Got a lot of sword infantry here from Navarre. Another spear moving forward. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The soundtrack is rocking right now. Like, the music playing to this game is just fantastic. Chef's kiss. Look at this swordsman of 149 kills. Very well done. It hasn't been killing super high quality stuff, obviously, by the fact it doesn't have any chevrons yet, and it's honestly not even close to getting a chevron yet. But 149 kills is 149 kills. It's definitely nothing to be embarrassed about. Obviously, you would like to see a bit better quality out of that, but you're still doing pretty solid. Got some pole arms here from Genoa. The mod just looks fantastic, guys. I mean, it just looks so good. I would hope to see, if people always ask me what would be a Total War I would like to see next, I would love to see a Medieval 3. And if they could make it look anything half as good as this, it'd be fantastic. Unfortunately, the mods always have drawbacks, right? Mods can only improve upon the base game, right? They can only do minor improvements. You always have the bones of the base game, right? Which means that if the bones aren't very good, then the mod can only do so much, right? So, unfortunately, you know, it does have its drawbacks. It means that the mod can't go beyond a certain point. Now, could you imagine, though, a game based from the top to the bottom from scratch like this? You know what I mean? Where it worked the way it was supposed to work, where the developers could make it work specifically the way this game should work, not have to go in and change how the base of the game is. You know, I don't know if that just sounded like gibberish. It could have. It sounded better in my brain than what came out of my mouth, but that's my thoughts on it. And I would love if at least just visually the next game they came out looked as good as this. I mean, if there's one thing these modders did well, it was the looks. I mean, the armor, the shields, the colors, everything about it just looks phenomenal. It looks great. Man, the attackers have just gone in on this, okay? They are very, very well into the settlement at this point. They've got their cannon elephants up here again as well. I'm curious as to if they're going to start shelling this middle area here with the cannon elephants. You know, set them up here and shoot right down into the... By the way, I see that we have a defending cavalry out on the battle. And he is seen by the other cavalry. And he's going to try and get out of there. Honestly, given that this is a Sultanate faction, this unit is probably better than his. And it's also a ranged cav. This one is. So he's taking damage. Oh, and I think that they might cut him off here. You can see the cavalry, the other cav gens for the attackers rushing along the wall here. And honestly, they've got him cut. I don't see a way he gets out of this. He could, well, there is a chance here, okay? So we have range units that are getting up on the walls. And that could scare off this cavalry. Just the threat of these archers and this being, you got a general and some other stuff here, that might scare these generals, off of this and make them run away. Yeah, I think it. Let's see, he is active. They are active as well. They are heavy hybrid. He's heavy shock. Oh, man, this could be so close. And, of course, they're shooting him along the way. Just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's painful to watch. Now, if they've got something sitting at the gate, there you go. So they have another general sitting at the gate. Get in there, Latin bodyguard. Oh, but it's a 2v3, 1, 2, 3 with a fourth coming in. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think he realized, okay, maybe this isn't a good idea. And the Prince of Antioch, he's wavering, 28 out of 70. Oh, and he breaks at the last minute. Oh, man. Oh, that hurts. That's painful. Oh, he came back, though. But I bet his general's dead, though. I bet his general's dead. Where is... Oh, man, the elephants. Oh, no. What? Oh, man. Got wrapped up watching the Cav escape, the mad dash over there. Missed the elephants. Damn it. 375 kills now. They're just trying to finish him off. Trying to see if it tells me if his general's dead. His general broke and then came back, but I don't know if he's dead. I assume he's dead. Oh, and they're still going in. Oh my god. Oh, that hurts. That is so painful. They are broken, so he doesn't have control of them. If they set their handgunners up... Oh my gosh. How unlucky. And they're out of... I was going to say if they were to set their handgunners up, they might be able to finish them off. Handgunners actually do a pretty good job. Stop moving your polearms around. The final act of the Prince of Antioch going in, trying to kill the elephants. It's like Theoden on the Pelennor fields. Reform the line! Take them head on! Charge! Good old Bernard Hill. Not only did he take down the Rohan army and on the Pelennor fields, but he took them down just like he did the Titanic. If you don't know, Bernard Hill plays Theoden, but also plays Captain Smith, I think his name is Captain Smith, the captain of the Titanic in the movie Titanic. Little fun fact for you. Man, they are such a good push going on this hill. Here comes Artie coming in again. Oh, and there's a nice clump. Oh, they weren't aiming for it. Damn. Luckily, his unit was in loose formation, so he took a little less damage. A little bit. Still took damage, don't get me wrong, but a little bit less. Elephants, I believe, are kaput. They are shattered, so they technically could still get some kills, but 536 with 2 chevrons. They're probably gonna die from the arrows here. One of them already has. More units now rushing towards the front. This doesn't look good over here. This looks fine enough. Oh, more artillery coming in. 126. Where's the other one? 139. We already know the cannon elephants did a damn good job. We do have some shock infantry starting to get involved now. Spanish Order Foot Knights, 73 kills, 137 out of 150. And then I don't see any shock infantry coming to counter that. But on the other side, the attackers have their own shock infantry in. They're going against some sergeants here. Look at those axes, man. Like, that's just ridiculous. Look at those things. Executioner's axes. Good lord. Turkoman archers with 0 kills, and now they're in combat. Like, what? What are you doing? Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I don't know exactly why they went with that. But let's look at the difference. So you saw the axes of the Baltikalar, I think is how you say it. But then look at the the European, warhammers in comparison. Very, very different. A lot of archer fire coming in on the shock infantry now, though. 50 kills. They've lost 29 men so far. That far right is about gone, though. They have these archers that they sent in. I'm not 100% sure what the reasoning was for that. Another archer here that has plenty of ammo. I'm not really sure why he's not. You're not going to hold this whole area with one spear unit, and this is already not looking good. If I was you guys, I'd be falling back towards the center. You're so close to being cut off here. And then a bunch of your archers should be just laying into this axe infantry. See, their axes aren't near as scary as the other. Well, this one's got a big scary axe like the other guys, but not all of them do. Oh, and that unit being pulled out in exchange for Rotulari di Ventura. See, I speak Italian. Arrivederci. Name the movie. Name the movie and you get a thumbs up. Artillery 166 now. I think this one's out of. Handguns now moving up. Pole arms 49 and 0. Well, this one looks like he just brought it in, so. Cavs kind of moving around, doing some crazy stuff. Man, Spanish Order Foot Knight Why is he taking so many losses? Holy crap. What the heck? What is killing this unit so bad? Wow, I don't know what just happened to that Spanish Order Foot Knight, but it just got wrecked. Oh no. So another unit, some really healthy units that are cut well off here, and that's going to be a big oof. Some good units left out and not good use out of them, unfortunately. That hurts. Hurts a lot. Then we're going to have some shock infantry charge. Nope, maybe they're not. Cav coming in. I love the yellow. The Latin bodyguard. Look at that yellow. Oh my gosh. Look at it. I love it. Oh, look, these guys have cool axes. There you go. Spanish Order Foot Knights. They know how to go into battle with big weapons. You know what they say about a big axe, right? A big pole. Good alternating here between the Latin bodyguard and the Spanish Order Foot Knights. But they want to be really careful here because now you've got one of the heavy shock cav of the attackers coming in, catching a general. Latin bodyguard. And I'm not sure why he didn't go save his general with his Spanish Order Knight cavalry over here. The general's kind of hung up and caught. Another general getting caught over here. Nafarauco Erega? Everos is going to kill me. Everos is from Spain, and he's going to hear what I just said and be like, no, 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 no. No sprechen Deutsch. I'm just kidding. Very little Spanish do I speak. Very little. Spanish Order Foot Knights, or the Spanish Order Knights, excuse me, 48 men with 79 kills. Latin bodyguard 53 kills. And the general, one of the enemy generals trying to catch up here. Looks like they're going to get their 3 cav out. 64, 34, 42, 56, 47. Over here, the pole arms are really kind of stumping the attackers at the moment. They don't have a great answer to it other than what little archer ammo and their handgunners. Handgunners have a good amount of ammo, but the handgunners have a little bit harder time getting shots off due to the slope right here. That's why you see that little red bow. It means that they're having obstruction issues, excuse me. Performance issues, okay. They're firing blanks. The polearm here, they don't have anything. Okay, I guess they have a little bit of archer ammo, but I'm be honest with you, I don't know that it's enough. Well, maybe because you got these guys too. They've got a good amount. They might have enough to deal with this. Because if they don't, they've got a big problem. Those polearms, if you don't have arrows or handguns or your own polearms to get through them, there's not a whole lot that actually gets through it. This is a bad idea, Latin bodyguard. I'm telling you that right now. Why? I don't understand that. You went on all by yourself, and honestly, I'm not sure why. I'm assuming they just have, they're microing someone else, somewhere else, but they didn't go in and fight the Latin bodyguard. They could have swarmed it with like 5 units of cavalry. Then one of the cav kind of forced its way through the general and hit the back of the dismounted Templars. By the way, back to the third Knight Order. Is it St. Lazarus? Maybe? The one with the green cross? They have some of their units in this game. Not in this replay, I don't think, but in 12-12, they have the units in there. It might be St. Lazarus. That's going to annoy me, and that's why you guys are like, dude, you were talking about that 10 minutes ago. Why are you talking about it again? Because it's still bugging me. That's why. I cannot think of it. This is kind of a cool map. You have a way up here, a way up here, way up here. You can actually go up the wall here. They actually have a pole arm that's kind of stuck back here. Have it. To be honest with you, it might be more worth it just to move that pole arm back to a position on the front. I'm just not sure that there's a specific... It may just have to. Like, I just don't know if there's another choice here. Like, it could be pretty useful over here, I would say. They do have a spear coming over. Okay, the archers are trying to force back or take an archer fight against these guys, trying to save their pole arm a little bit. But they are pretty low on ammo as well, so I don't know. Handgunner, 249 kills. And look how much ammo he has left. Oh my god. Holy crap. Handguns are a pain in the butt, okay? I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. Handguns are annoying as crap because they're really hard to... You have to have a clear shot, okay? So they won't really fire very well if they're behind another unit or if there's some sort of obstructed thing. And honestly, half the crap is like tiny little shit will obstruct them. But if you can get them to fire properly, handguns are broken. They are so good. Same thing with your heavy shock infantry. They are just excellent, excellent units. Really, your big killers in this game are handguns, shock infantry, and cavalry are your big killers in this game. Most of your other infantry, your spears and your swords, are not usually, now keyword usually, they aren't usually going to blow you away with how many kills they get. There are circumstances, there are times where some units just get really good kills, don't get me wrong. But usually your normal units like your spears and your swords do not get a gazillion kills in a... You know, a lot of those units you're really lucky to get 120 kills. You know what I mean? Archers, you don't usually see a lot of kills on archers. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Certain units you do. The Welsh longbowmen, the English longbowmen are really, really, really good. There's some Eastern factions that have really, really good archers. But like 75%, 80% of archers in this game will not blow you away with the kills. Crossbows. Crossbows, I almost lump them in the same category as handguns. If you can get them in a good level, you know, clear shot, crossbows will do extremely well for you. If you can get a good shot with them. So the handgunners, it might help if he maybe drew them back a little bit, although it could be just the game. Maybe it's trying to run them up. But see how, like, there's a little bit elevated position. He might get better shots over the heads of his unit. You can see some of the units shoot, but you definitely don't get the big volleys that you want to be getting near the brrrah, brrrah, you know what I mean? You're kind of getting the bam, bang, 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 bang. And it's just not getting those big clumps of kills that you definitely want to be getting out of your handgun. See how that is? And you can see right there at the bottom, the little red obstructed symbol. Front end. Oh, the pole arms, are they gone? I think the pole arms are gone. Yeah, the pole arms in the front are gone. So shock infantry having to go in and fill the gap for now. I honestly did not think they would have enough to deal with it. Maybe it might have been the handgunners that finished them off. 41 kills. It's a smart decision, honestly, taking the shock infantry and moving him off to the side. Get him out of the range of that handgun. Handguns, where'd they go over here? 313 kills, and they still have more than half ammo. Oh my Lanta. Genoese crossbows, same thing. I think he's just having trouble getting good shots here. It just they're units that need that clear positioning, and it's not always easy. 52 now in the handguns. Pole arm about to break. So close. And wavering. And broken. All right. Now the attackers have captured the standard from Genoa. There's a couple units hanging, they are hanging in there. A couple generals fleed the battlefield like cowards. Cowards, I tell you. So this is going to be an attacker victory. Here I'm going to... All right, and here we are on the kill list. It does say draw, but once again, due to the rule of getting the standard, it is an attacker victory. So starting off, we have Titi as the Ayyubid Sultan. I think I said that wrong earlier at some point. Did pretty good. Losses 984, remaining 1156. Did pretty good here. These axes actually did really solid. And then actually, look at that. Pretty good kills. Remember what I was saying? Not very often, but here's a good example of it. 139 on the trebuchet. So pretty good overall. We've got Derry as the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. 155. Oh my gosh. 389 and 305. Cavalry 144. But Grey Wolf as the Gurid Sultanate. That's what the horse one is. Archers did pretty solid there. 536 on the Elephant. 128 on the General. Then we have Mexi as the Mamluk Sultanate. 128 on one of his infantry. 228 on one of these axes. Archers, one of them did pretty good. 100. Handgun, 323. Now for the defenders... let's see. You got 110 on a spear. That's pretty darn good. 122 on his handgun. Infantry, or the shock infantry, got beat up pretty bad by some archers. We've got Dave the Vassal here. That was Bubbles as the Antioch. Dave the Vassal as Genoa. Let's see. Archer 144 is pretty solid. 126 on the halberds here. Unfortunately, a lot of his spears not doing so hot. We've got Royal Athenian as a Latin Empire, 146 as, on the infantry, shock infantry. Once again, just not doing so hot. He did get a couple chevrons on this one, though. Then finally, Dio as Navarre, 110 on the Spanish Order Knights, 240 on one of the Spanish Order Foot Knights. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining this one. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.